And what did people do? They went into the black market. That's why kratom became so popular, because the people who didn't go into the black market for the heavy stuff, they said, well, what works? And that's why kratom became so popular, is because it became impossible to get your pain meds. And then when Joe Biden got into office, they opened up the border, and China or whoever is creating the precursors for fentanyl just said, all right, cool, we're going to send it all on over. And so here we are with the fentanyl crisis.
Yeah, I mean, I think it all I know what you're saying. It stems from what you were
Unintended
talking about, like, with
consequences is what
the
I'm saying.
no, and yeah, and I don't think necessarily what the Trump administration was. I mean, the opioid crisis has been going on before Trump won, he was president the first term. I mean, this has been a
Sure.
massive problem, and again, we never know how to curb drugs and the problem that drugs cause. So what we do is we increase penalties. That's our solution to it. Ban this, increase penalties, and we think that's going to work. And it never. I mean, historically, it just never
No, I mean,
does. And
you
we're
said
never,
it. You said it a
you
bunch of
know,
times. We've lost the war on drugs a long time ago.
Yeah, and we're never gonna and it's funny because we're never going to make any progress if we just don't get our heads out of our ass and try a new way, try something else, because we just do the things that everybody else has always done. Hey, let's make the penalties tougher because that'll get people to stop using drugs. That's never worked. That has never worked, and it's not going to work. And we could keep on adding, more years to a drug crime, still not going to work. So, I mean, we need to come up with a new way, and this is just like I think it's a perfect example about what you just said. So we try to curb opioid use or ban certain things with that, and then they create fentanyl. Now, if we cut down on fentanyl, they're going to come out with something else. I mean, this is not going to stop.
Yeah.
So we have to come up with a different way of attacking this than what we've been doing for the last 50
Yeah.
years.
Barbershop Bob says, I can't believe you just said that. I have arthritis and my doctor takes care of me. Well, a lot of people's doctors don't. And you obviously check off the pre-qualifiers for him to feel like he ain't going to lose his medical license for writing you pain pills. But a lot of
I
people
mean,
have been cut off. I know I have them in
Dan's
my family.
and Dan's got a comment there. There's no way to win the war on drugs. I think you're probably right, Dan. I don't think that you can win it. I think you can refocus it. That's the only thing I think you can do, because I've said this before. I'll say it again. You're not going to stop the things people want. You can curb house burglaries and auto thefts, those sorts of things, but you're not going to stop prostitution, gambling, drugs. These are things that have never been stopped through human history, and they're just not going to ever be stopped.